I got this idea from watching CG5's reacting to Fnaf music videos. Um, and I was watching him, and he was only reacting to the musical part of it. And respect to him, he's a musician, that's what he does. Um, but I had the idea to watch like the FNAF music videos, like the animations and stuff, and look at them from a filmmaking standpoint because that's what I do. I'm a director, actor, writer, and so I thought it would be interesting. Cinematographer, that kind of thing. So I thought it would be interesting to look at them from a visual standpoint rather than a musical standpoint. So, without further ado, let's get into it. With the first one, Expectations by DeHusta.
Every fire that burns is feeling concerned and takes in return the ashes earned. We are programmed to entertain and play with those we constrain. Just keep those eyes open wide, bedside. Day or night we come with a fright, but don't be scared, we don't bite. Just play with us in our game of names. But you run, having fun, trying to prove what is wrong, but none other one can try and prove what's been done. Free delivery in the midst of misery, so open the door to expect something more. Make no mistake, every player's a stake, so hide from us before we wake. Stay home for us to unlock, cause you won't get to decide before the doors open wide and we arrive. Every person we entertain is caught between us, constrained. You run, having fun, trying to prove what is wrong, but none other one can try and prove what's been done. Free delivery in the midst of misery, so open the door to expect something more.
Okay, so my thoughts on this. Um, so I'm just gonna get this out of the way now. One of the things that I've noticed in a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's animations is that the animatronics, unless they're done right, they always feel kind of smooth and flowy like an actual person. Like, for example, right here, hold on, let me mute it so that you guys can hear me. Right here, he's moving his fingers and moving around like a normal person kind of would. But that's kind of not how. I mean, maybe Springtrap would because he's kind of a there's a person in there, but I don't know. So it always kind of it doesn't like bug me, but like it always has. I've always been able to notice that kind of thing. Um, but other than that, um, the lighting was pretty good, especially in shots like this one with the backlight on Freddy kicking down the door. Um, the lighting here is great as well. We've got the key light here, the fill, and then the backlight from that wall. Ooh, and the backlight from the lightning as well. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Um, This shot is pretty cool as well, with Foxy's eye lighting up the set mostly, and then the lightning flashing, revealing him to be kind of this threat. This is a little weird. I think it's based on the AR game. I do kind of like this, showcasing all the animatronics in the AR app kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Again, a little smooth, but, you know, that's fine, especially if you're like a first-time animator. It's gonna be what you're gonna go for is smooth rather than choppy, because that's what you're taught. But like if I was to do this practically in like a suit, I would try to make my movements more robotic and choppy and kind of more robotic, choppy, unnatural is the term that I'm looking for. I feel like some of these sets are a little under-decorated. Especially like down here in the basement, there could be more like stuff on the walls, grime. I like these wires. There could be more wires. In this hallway in particular is really bare. Maybe just like put some posters on the wall, like Freddy's posters, that kind of thing. Maybe make the floor a different texture. Yeah, I like this shot though, with the light spilling in from the doorway. I did a similar shot in one of my short films fairly recently, where the doorway is spilling in light from the other room. That transition was nice. Let's see, is there anything else that I did? Ooh, I just now noticed that. That's pretty cool. The way she opened up like that. The Funtime animatronics have always been interesting to me, in how they can open up like this. It's just really cool. Springtrap, always a good thing to see in animations. He's just a cool character design, and it's always cool to see him in anything. See that right there. This little like choppy movement right there is exactly what I'm looking for in my FNAF animations. That little eye spin is great. Yeah, overall this is pretty good, and the song is a banger, so that adds to it. I think I would go ahead and rate this animation a 7.5 out of 10. On to the next one. Disclaimer: I've already seen this one before. This next one before, but I haven't like analyzed it yet. I've just kind of like listened to the song and kind of just like glanced over the animation. So this is kind of a new one for me. This one came out. How long ago did this come out? 7 months ago? Okay, so it's a new one. It's a fairly new one. Already off to a great start. The lighting is incredible. And the jump scares are great too. All the reflections and everything. I'm just gonna let it play through, and then I'll go back and talk about it.
We're breaking down your light symbols, but we can't promise you no more. Are you happy to come back for 5 whole nights? You you're sick of all your fears, but you keep coming back around here. Perhaps it's time for you to be one of us now. 5 nights at Freddy's, now it's the finale and you're ready. Don't cry, we're not so scary. Don't make a scene and we'll end this quickly. But we all know you're said and done.
Headphones fell off.
Now we're bringing it back and the gang is on track and we're bringing a couple of friends. There's so many of us and we're causing it, plus we all know how the night will end. Now you're hiding yourself, but you know very well that it's making us one and the same. We're leaving your mangled lizards, you will tangle with only yourself to blame. We're back and revamped and there's not a thing you can do to stop us tonight. We all know you're said and done. It's been years, I've been alone in here. Forgotten what it's like for me to smell your fear. Am I driving you insane? Am I eating at your brain? No happy endings will ever find you. Your heavy breathing and pain will end soon. You're picking up the pieces to the ghosts that'll haunt you too. 5 nights at Freddy's, now it's the finale and you're ready. Don't cry, we're not so scary. We're voices in your head, we're the monsters under your bed. There's no tomorrow for you, no matter what they said. You know who you are, and we know everything. You've come so far, now you pull the string. That's right. Five nights at Freddy's, now it's the finale and you're ready. Don't cry, we're not so scary. Don't make a scene and we'll end this quickly. Maybe you just lost your mind. Kicking and screaming that you lost your time. But we all know you're said and done.
That was amazing. That was so good. The lighting, the reflections, the just every look at that. Look at the lighting on this. And the seamless transitions between games. That's so good. It's so well done. This shot. The glare from the flashlight on the broken screen. Man, there's so much going on here. I feel like they perfectly captured the vibe of each game as well. I don't really know how to exactly say it, but there's a lot of things that come together that make it that make it look good. However, again, that looks good. That looks good. Here is part of where I have a problem with it. It kind of works just because of the vibe of the song, but if you don't have the song in the background, it looks a little goofy with them moving so fluidly and exaggeratedly. with the song it works, but without the song it looks kind of silly. Um, However, the rest of the video is absolutely gorgeous. Especially the lighting. I'm a big sucker for good lighting in anything, and so seeing, especially in animation, with this, well, like, look at that. Look at, and the way they like made the glow off of, and the like, how do you say, chromatic aberration? I think that's what it's called, where the light kind of bleeds off in different directions because of the camera distortion. Um, and right here is a really good example. Look at the shadow of Foxy, and the way the light is hitting everything inside of him, and the way the light kind of fades off on Chica over there. This guy, this guy's especially impressive. Like, look at the, don't give me those bedroom eyes, Toy Bonnie, but like, look at the sparkles on his eyes, and the shine on everything, and like even the like weathered down paint that, like, you can see the metal coming off of there, or coming out of the paint. That's so cool. Yeah, again, with the fluid motion, it kind of looks a little silly, but look at the detail. They put a lot of work into this animation. You can tell because of all the texturing and the everything. It looks so good. The lighting and the production value is through the roof. And I mean, again, the song is a banger. So like, it's so good. Springtrap looks fantastic. Although I've never really understood why. I mean, I get that, like, I think in Scott's games, his back is kind of without holes, but it's never really. It kind of always bugged me that the back of Springtrap doesn't really have any holes in it, even though the front of him is covering them. Um, if any of you have any, like, lore reasons why that is, or like science reasons why that is, feel free to drop that down in the comments and correct me. But it's always kind of bothered me that the back of him is kind of just like perfectly put together, but then the front of him looks like a mess. But that's not on the animators for this video. I think that's just always what Springtrap has looked like. Yeah, he looks great, and the lighting in here as well is fantastic. I like that little flop. You see that? The little, it's the little things, like the way the limb like flops over. Looks so good. It feels like it's actually got some weight to it. The fire, classic um, Fnaf imagery. Um, the Fnaf 4 section is one of my favorites, just because, like, they really get a sense of the drama of that shot right there is really so good, because they've got the light coming out from the bed. They've got his hand in the foreground, his eyes in the background, the frettles on the bed. It just really captures the drama of this game, and like how terrifying these creatures are. And the athleticism of Foxy. Like, this guy is fast, and you get that sense here with the like semi superhero landing thing. Oh, and this is a great image. The chalk outline, the puppet here. I like that it goes through like the big tragedies of the series right here in this kind of slow moment. Got the bite of 83. Look at all that blood. Like, okay, hold on, come back. Look at there's a little texture smearing here, but that's fine. You don't really notice it in the video, so that's just me nitpicking. But yeah, look at that. That looks, oh gosh, that looks good. It looks like an accident really happened there. And then you've got the missing kids in their birthday hats, which is, I feel like it's lifted from the Squimpus McGrimpus analog horror that I did a reaction to not that long ago. Well, actually, it was a pretty long time ago. Now I think about it. And oh my gosh, the lighting. Look at the light. Look at the bloom on that. That is gorgeous. Ugh, so good. And we've got sister location, and they're all shiny and metal. We've got pizzeria simulator, and they're all gross, and like the metal in the background is dingy. And I like that they recreated that image from the game. Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night is a strange game because of how chaotic it is, but I feel like they really captured how much is going on in that game with just a few shots, and then we have the mimic at the end. Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that one. I don't know how they're gonna top that one, but let's see. Oh, this is called Bleed by... Oh, I forgot to say what the last one was. The last one's called The Finale by Nate Wants to Battle. And then this one's called Bleed by V. Mai, featuring Werewing and Zyra Zesty. Oh, and Farpix.
Look what I've become, just an empty shell, trapped inside.
Is this all going to be 2D animation, or is this going to have some 3D in it? Because I like 2D animation as much as, like, I love 2D animation. It's one of my favorite forms of animation, but I don't feel like I'm qualified to comment on it because I don't know much about how it works. Okay, Switch is halfway through, so I'm just going to listen to the whole song and then comment on the 3D animated stuff, because
Look what I've become, just an empty shell, trapped inside, I'll run away in my own hell. No redemption here, just a bit of fate.
I don't know. I like this character design, but I don't know why they had to make Springtrap look, I don't want to say attractive, but like, they made him look, I don't know, I guess attractive. I guess that's what I'm going for. But like this little tuft of hair, and then the chiseled jawline, and the it's just it's giving.
Nothing left to do but just to decay.
That was 3D, I think. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really cool. Okay.
We hear you, we see, we'll never let you leave. You won't
Ooh. Hold on.
let you leave.
Okay. The the upward lighting on his face, making him look kind of scary, versus the normal up lighting, making him look friendly. Classic juxtaposition of, you know, the fantasy and fun of like these characters, and also the terror and gore and grossness and awful things.
By the time you've had a thought, you're just a ghost without a house. We hear you, we see, we'll never let you leave. Just die. You want to be free, but now you're stuck in here.
I feel like maybe the ghost kids could be a little scarier. They're giving Casper vibes right now. Um, just with the tear tracks. Um, the soft angles aren't helping. Um, maybe give them like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd make them scarier. I think because we want them to still look like kids, but we want them to be scarier. So how do we do that? Give them. I think what you would do is give their body sharper angles and stuff, but keep their eyes round, right? So that they still have those nice innocent eyes, but they're still threatening. Because right now, again, very Casper, very soft, very unthreatening. But we want them to be scary because we want him to be afraid of them, right? So maybe give them sharper angles, maybe make them like unnaturally proportioned in some spots. Um, make their limbs longer, or their face longer, or something like that. Something kind of Mandela catalog-y. Um, I like what they've done with the background, kind of making it disorienting and loud. I like this. It's very reminiscent of the original trailer for the third game. Sorry. E. Um. Anyways, I like the low key lighting, um, which for any non-film nerds out there means just like heavy shadows, harsh lights, that kind of thing. Like high contrast is low key lighting. So the low key lighting, having it come from above like it's a lamp. Um, very atmospheric. I like the dust particles. making it seem like this place is old. Okay, very cool. I liked what I saw. I'm not sure how I feel about the redesign of Springtrap. I mean, I get what they're going for. They're going for like a more, I wouldn't say kid friendly, a more palatable version of Springtrap. Um, but I'm just a sucker for the like gory, mangled type of thing. You know, the like I want to see the spring locks going off, kind of. You know, I want to see like the insides and the gross and the like. He's not supposed to be handsome. You know, he's a corpse inside of a rabbit costume that's been rotting in a wall for 30 years. Um, but again, great animation, decent lighting. Could have made the ghost kids scarier. Um, yeah, overall, I think I'm gonna rate this one. Oh, I didn't rate the last one. The last one's like a 9 out of 10. This one is with 5.5 out of 10. It was good. There wasn't really a lot of things that I could critique because it was half 2D animation, and so yeah, let's go on to the next one by Axie. And the animation is by Elf Zanimations. Oh, I've seen these animations before. I love these. I love this guy. Girl, person. I love this person. Their animations are great. Nice big draft.
In my line of darkness, your poison's kind of useless. Old Mr. Corpses rotting in the room with us. I've been tortured, crawled out of purgatory. Tell me honestly, is there something wrong with me? Up the ante, I'm tired of this new status quo. All the agony stores enough power to know I have done some terrible things in my life. I have done unbearable things. But I don't want to die. Please don't let me die. I have your condolences.
Whoa.
I know you've heard the term before. You think it's all outrageous. Nevertheless, it's like I never left. What's all the ruckus? Noise is so abundant. Think that I get used to this. Left my insides a venice. Human contact remains very seldom. All the children will channel all their powers too. 40 years with torture you can't comprehend. 40 years they're seeking for means to an end. 50 years attached onto puppeteer strings. Who would do such terrible things?
Oh, that was a clever. Okay, I really. I really liked that fake out. So good.
I know you've heard the tune before. Once there was a healthy man. He spent his lifetime workshopping robots. No intentions, ill or foul. And nothing in the life to kill a kid and grab a but then a faded moment, he caught one of his own. Couldn't face the world, he made a promise, and he'd harness all the anger, enough to bring his loved ones back. He's gone haywire. Now to me it's all fine art. If I could take it back, why not? I guess it's all up to fate from entering
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that one. There were some shots at the beginning. I couldn't quite tell what was going on. Where was it? I like the juxtaposition between the cartoony, animated Springtrap and the like realistic, gross Springtrap. I like this silly little dance that he does. That's really fun. And it fits the vibe of the song very well. I said I wasn't going to talk about the music that much, but it kind of, like, if you're going to do an animation or a music video or a film, the music and the visuals kind of have to go together. And if they don't, it has to be intentional. You know, you have to intentionally make sure that if you're gonna do different aesthetics for the sound and the visuals, it has to have a purpose, right? So, like, but for this, like, the visuals, this, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. I see, like, puppet tentacles and some melty faces, I think. Anyways, but the animation style for this fits the song. Like, it's got, the song has like some silly moments and some serious moments. And I think they flip between those pretty consistently, and I really enjoy that. I really like this little moment crawling through the vents. I like that they've distorted the puppet's face a little bit. Like, just a little. If I go back to focus, just a little tiny bit of changing the character model. Just a hint can make it that much creepier. Like that, this moment of seeing all the animatronics. This shot is really good. I really like this one. And that one kind of mirrors the first one. And then that one mirrors the first one again. Springtrap is a very consistent character throughout all this. I like that they used Matthew Lillard's version of William for the like unmasked face. I think that's really funny. And then yeah, just seeing all the different versions of Springtrap is really cool in the same video. I like this fake out right here where they continue the song after. That's so cool. I love a good fake ending on a YouTube video. I know that In Space with Markiplier did it a lot. But yeah, that one was really cool. I'll rate that one an 8 out of 10. Well, yeah, 8 out of 10. I don't have any particular gripes with it. It's just, I feel like there was a lot going on, actually. But, again, fits the vibe of the song. So, okay, this is It's Me by Try Hard Ninja. This song came out 10 years ago. Oh gosh, I'm old. Ugh. But the animation came out 1 year ago. Well, I guess the animation came out 1 year ago. Then the song came out 11 years ago. I'm even older. Okay, well, let's see. Already, the lighting, like you see the like haze in the lights? That's really nice.
Welcome to your office, settle down and take a seat. Please pay no attention to the terrifying screams. You should hear the worries of the voice that's on the phone. Tonight you might be by yourself, but you are not alone. The masks that we wear pretend they are there, when you can only hide for so long, so long. Why don't you spend the night, think of mine, there's evil that waits inside. Spend the night, think of
Michael totally wrecked him. I was not expecting that.
mine, there's evil that waits inside. Spend the night, think of mine, there's evil that waits inside. Spend the night
It's an interesting look at
inside. Spend the night.
how the animatronics were made. The like wireframes. That's interesting. I've never really thought about what's under the fur. But that's interesting. I like that.
Think of mine, there's evil that waits inside.
Again, I should probably just let it play through and talk about it after. So I'm gonna do that.
Spend the night, think of mine, there's evil that waits inside.
I said I wasn't gonna pause it, but it wasn't Michael. It was William. My bad. Should have seen the purple and been like, "Oh, William."
There's evil that waits inside of me.
The man
was good. Man, I didn't know that there were this many like really good FNAF animations. I thought they were all like, well, I mean, I knew there were some good ones, but I thought they were like mostly kind of cringe. This is awesome. This is really, really good. It just kind of went through all of FNAF history in 3 minutes. More like 4 minutes. Yeah, it's man, that's so good. The lighting again, the haze, the man, it's really creepy too. Like there, oh my gosh, that was creepy. Again, I assume this was Michael because he's in the security office doing the security job. So I thought it was Michael Afton. After, regardless, the lore's not important right now. Although it kind of is because they really like pretty much hit every beat of the original story in 3 minutes, and it's great. I think if I were to do anything different, it'd probably be, I mean, just to make it more clear that that's William. Like maybe do like a Matthew Lillard lookalike character thing. These ghosts are also kind of suffering from the Casperification. If that's a word, I don't know if that's a word. Tell me in the comments if that's a word. It's not. Yeah, they're also kind of dealing with the Casperification, but I like the wider pupils and the more defined tear tracks. But you only see him for a few seconds, so it's not too terrible. The music is a banger. The video goes really well with the music, and it's like super hype. That shot's really fun. And then this, oh my gosh, they animated Mangle so perfectly. Just the crawling up the wall like that. That's exactly how I imagined Mangle to move. Like just almost kind of spider slithery type movements. For a second I was wondering why Springtrap was in a car, but then I remembered that they brought him to Fazbear Frights, and they had to bring him somehow, and I doubt that he could fit in a trunk. Also, what's he doing here? Oh, okay, he's revisiting his memories. Gotcha. I like that, like, the demons of the past are haunting him. I like that he hands him the lighter before everything explodes. And you get a good reason that his arm fell off for the oh gosh, the Scrap Trap. That's his name. Gosh, I couldn't remember. That's really cool. Nightmare Fredbear coming out. I like the kind of transforming out of the objects in the walls. And the sorry, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see my finger. The association with different objects at Fazbear Frights. This is really cool. The mask on the wall transforming into Nightmare Foxy. And then that transition is great as well, kind of paralleling the Bite of 83. And for a second, I thought they were actually going to show it, but then they show it in silhouette, which is honestly cooler, but less graphic. I like the model for Michael here. I like that they captured his glowing purple eyes from the game, his purple skin from the 8-bit minigame, and what it would look like if you had all these tubes and wires inside of you. Some of them would be peeking out, and you'd be basically a walking corpse. In the light, it kind of looks a little funky. Like here, it looks a little silly. That transition is cool though. And then the security breach ending that we all don't really like. And then we go to the movie, which that's a great recreation of that hallway from the movie. I know they use that hallway a lot in the movie, but that's a great recreation of it with the pipes and the it's so cool. And then that's a great recreation of the costume from the movie. Like that looks straight out of the film. Like kudos to you. I'm gonna rate that one a 10 out of 10. That one was so good. Okay, this one is Turn Back by Try Hard Ninja. I think this is based on the movie. So let's see.
I'm Freddy, come and listen. You're new, so pay attention. These are my friends, everyone gather round and meet the victim. This place is our masterpiece. We master disaster and casualties. I'm piling up faster than pizza cheese and all the toppings on it.
Is this the same animated?
And all the toppings on it that the kiddies eat. But hey, eat up, forget the calories. It's your last meal, you should die happy. Because we kill much faster than heart disease. This stress can't be worth your salary. I mean, okay, now don't be mad. I know it's private stuff, but we seen your check. You should quit and run, and you won't regret. Because you might have bills, but the dead don't pay them. You still here? Oh, don't you get it? When we say we'd end you, we really meant it. There's no winning. Who are you kidding? We run this place and you are just some cop they ran it. Still, you can be our guest here if you wish. There's plenty ways to die too. Here's a list. Mango looks particularly straight unhinged, and Bonnie will exterminate you with a twist. Got the gist? Cause Foxy's armed and ready. Only got one hand, but the other's deadly. Chica getting closer while we talk already. Duffo is approaching.
Slow and steady.
Caution, turn back now. There's secrets that will be unwound. They will drag you down. Turn back, turn back. You don't have to stay. Darling, 'cause we can't escape. Before your world breaks, turn back, turn back. It's true, we sing the saddest song. Oh, oh. Giving a gift we sold your home. Oh, oh. The second chance we've been around. Oh, oh. We'll bring your end of days if you don't turn back now.
My name is Baby. I need a new plaything. Don't hold it against us if your chances are all fading. Come on down here underground where things are getting crazy. If you survive Freddy's, there's a killer new job waiting.
That felt very similar from the last one, probably because it has the same animator, but I think it hit all the same beats. It hit Puppet's death, or Charlotte's death, sorry. Um, Bite of 83, Spring Lock Failure. It hit all the same beats. It was pretty good. Not as good as the last one. Although, I think just because I like the last song more. This this visual right here, this Springtrap model, kind of weirds me out because his eyes are too small and too close together. I get what they're going for. I get they're trying to convey that those are human eyeballs, but it just doesn't quite work for me. That shot's pretty cool. I like the lamp behind Golden Freddy. I noticed that the lore implications are that Michael had been. I like this little bit. The Foxy laughing at Michael's salary. That's hilarious. But anyways, Michael had been scooped before doing all this. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna leave this one here, and leave the rest. Well, the rest. How many do I have? Got a lot. Okay, I'll do a part 2, maybe a part 3. But that was a great time. I'll rate that one a. What do I rate that one? I'll go 7 out of 10. Yeah. I will see y'all on the flip flop.
Take a puff of my bardic inspiration, just like an overdose of motivation. Plucking on my guitar to put the bump in your heart. That's like the first part of bard initiation. Let me give you some bardic inspiration. They'll be bumping my songs all over Facebook. I've been known to make rules so advantageous. I read up on the rules just so I can break.